Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to Smashing English. Before we start this video, be sure to subscribe because we make new videos all the time and I don't want you to miss any. So with that said, let's get on with the video. Today we're going to be looking at every vowel sound you need to do this accent. The accent I'm speaking with right now is called a modern RP, and that stands for received pronunciation. So when a lot of my learners say, I want to speak with a British accent, this is the accent they mean. Now, obviously in Britain we have lots of different accents. I am not saying that you have to speak in this accent, not at all. That's not what I'm saying. But a lot of my students want to speak with this accent. So if you want this accent, fantastic. That's what we're going to work on today. If you don't, click away, don't worry about it. So a lot of my learners work with the phonetic alphabet. So I'm going to be using the phonetic symbols, but we are going to be learning these sounds with words because I think if you can attach a word to a sound, it will help you remember it and identify it a lot easier. So let's get started, shall we? Let's not waste any more time. So here is the list. As you can see, every sound has a word attached to it. This idea was originally found in work by John Wells, but it's been adapted somewhat over time. So let's have a look at it. Before we get started, let me quickly tell you that you can become a member of this channel now. For $2.99 a month, you can receive all of these amazing benefits. You can get a PDF with extra learning for every video, 2 exclusive members only live streams a month. You get custom emojis, you get badges next to your name, and we will prioritize replying to your comments in the comment section. So go ahead, become a member and receive all of this extra English learning content for just the price of a coffee every month. I can't wait to see you there. Okay, let's carry on. So the first sound we've got is kit. So the vowel sound we are looking at is I. I. So that here, I. A lot of my learners confuse this sound with a longer E. So they might say keet, but it's not, it's short. And I always think it helps to imagine it kind of coming up from the nose. I. Scrunch your nose up, it might help you get it. I, I, I. It's not a pretty sound, it's quite aggressive. I, 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 like that. The tongue is pretty relaxed. The tip of your tongue here is just behind the bottom teeth. So if you can make sure that the tip of your tongue is behind your bottom teeth, but pretty relaxed. I, 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 I. Okay, so we're going to say kit, kit. Make sure it's not keet, make sure it's kit. Next up, we have dress, dress. So the vowel sound we're looking at here is eh, eh. I always think it helps to smile when you do this. Eh, eh, eh. Like, almost like, there was a TV series when I was younger. I don't know if it's still on, but it's called The Teletubbies. I don't know if you know it. And they go like, eh, eh. They make really silly noises. They go, uh-oh. Do they say that? Yeah, they go, uh-oh, like that. So it's kind of like a smiley sound, if that helps you at all. Eh. Again, the tongue is relaxed. It's behind the bottom teeth, so it shouldn't be doing anything too crazy. It shouldn't be up here. Just relax it behind the bottom teeth. Eh. And smile. Dress, dress. So together we have kit, dress. Lovely. Now this next one in modern RP would be strut, strut. So open that mouth, drop the jaw, strut, 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 strut. Now what is happening is some people are choosing to do a schwa with these words. So we'll introduce the schwa a bit later on, but all you need to know for now is we've got the word strut. So this would be the same for things like luck, luck. Now, this sound is really tricky. I like to call this the plastic surgery sound. So to make this sound, I want your lips to kind of look a bit like the symbol. So if you imagine, do you see that bit there is sticking up and that bit there is sticking up? So it kind of should look like this. Can you see that? Can you see my top lip is coming up and my bottom lip is going down and it's making a that shape. So it's a bit like I've had some plastic surgery, hello, and I'm like, do, 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 do. So I'm going to say, So we're going to say foot, foot, foot. Now, a lot of my students get confused with this next sound. So when they put the two of these together, they make them sound very similar. So this next sound is ooh, goose, goose, goose. So that is lips tight, ooh. If the sound has two dots after it, it means it's long. It means it's a long sound. So notice how foot doesn't have those two dots because it's short. We go foot, foot. Whereas this one, ooh, goose. It's longer, okay? So make sure those are different. So let's try them side by side. You ready? Foot, goose, foot, goose. Lovely, you're doing so well, I love it. Let's try all of them from the beginning, you ready? Kit, dress, strut, foot, goose. Amazing, I love it. Now we have fleece, E. So this is the one that people often mix up with this one. So the tongue is in a different shape for this. So I want you to imagine the sides of your tongue. This is going to look disgusting, I'm sorry. The sides of your tongue need to curl up, make a smile, and touch your top teeth. So one side of your tongue is going to come up and touch one side of your teeth, the other side's going to come up and touch the other side. So they're going to go E, and there should be a smile, E. So really feel the sides of your tongue coming up and touching the top teeth. E, E, E. And if you've noticed, oh look, two dots, that means it's long. So we've got two dots, which means a long sound, and this one only has no dots, so that's I. So let's try this word. We've got fleece, fleece. Like I'm doing this with my thumbs because I want you to remember it's up and out almost. The tongue goes up, but the lips go out. Fleece, fleece. So we've got kit, fleece, kit, fleece. All right, now let's take words like this. This is where you can really see the difference between the two. So we've got the short kit sound here, and we've got the long fleece sound here. So that should be fit, feet, fit, feet. Well done, let's move on. Okay, now this one, everyone struggles with this one. You can see it's a long sound because we've got those two little dots. Now, your instinct might be to go because you can see an R. So your instinct might be to go nurse, but it's not. In this accent, we don't like R's. So instead, we're going to drop the jaw and we're going to go So it's like a thinking sound. It's like you're going I don't know. Can you see my lips aren't doing anything? It's a bit of a stupid sound, really. You sound a bit stupid when you're like I don't know. So then we just need to put an N in front of it and go nah, nah. And then you put an S on the end. Nurse, nurse, nurse. That's what we're doing. Fight the instinct to go nurse because your brain is going to want you to go nurse and put those lips out. I don't want to see those lips. Put them away. Put them away, okay? I'm going to drop the jaw and go nurse, nurse. Always think about, imagine someone's got some string attached to your chin and it's going ba, 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 ba. Next, we have a nice easy one. Well, it's not actually easy for some of my students. Some of my students do struggle with this one. So I'd like to call this the karate chop sound. So if you imagine a karate person, a karate master, I don't know, going hi-ya, hi-ya, ya. That second part of it, ya, ya, that's what I want here. Ah, it's aggressive, it's harsh. Ah, 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 ah. Look how big my mouth is. Ah, ah, ah. Some people like to imagine that you're eating an apple. Ah, 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 like that. Trap, trap, trap. Let's go from the beginning to there. So we have kit, dress, strut, foot, goose, fleece, nurse, trap. Lovely, well done. Then we have a long one. I can see 2 dots, that must mean it's long. So we're going ah. This is the choir sound. Ah, fa la 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 la. That one. So if you're singing in a choir, you go ah. That's the one you're making. So again, don't get confused by that ah. Don't make an ah sound just because you see it. Ah. So we're going to go start, start, start. This is the same with can't, can't, or barn, or far. It's always that sound, okay? Ah, ah, ah. Don't be afraid to go big with it. Ah, 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 ah. This one, a lot of people struggle with this one. A lot of people push too much with this sound. I've had a lot of students going lot, or forgot, law. They push the lips forward too much, like or. It's not that, it's more relaxed. Look at my lips. Lot, lot, oh. Oh, it's not lot, it's not long, it's a short sound. Can you see there's no 2 dots? Oh, 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 lot, lot, oh. Now weirdly, that's the same as this word, what, lot, what. It's the same thing. So don't make it long, don't push it forward, sit back with it, lot, lot, sit back with it. Lovely. Now this one, a weird spelling for this sound, but I wanted to challenge you. So this one is, what do you think? How do you think we say this word? So we say this word very forward and long. So we go thought, or, forward, like a train coming out of your mouth. Imagine like a train going, or, like it's forward, the direction is right, boop, right forward like that, okay? So make the lips the right shape. Thought, push it forward. It's the same as door, before, wall, saw. This one has so many variations of the spelling. My name, Laura, it's got a lot of variations of the spelling. So just be aware of that one, because this, how on earth is that the same vowel sound as that? They are spelt completely differently, but somehow they are. So make it nice and forward. We're going to go thought, thought, thought. Lovely. Now we're getting into some diphthongs. Whoop whoop. So far all of these sounds have been monophthongs. That means it's just one sound. You just go ah or ah or oh. It's just one sound. These ones are sounds that change midway. So you start making one sound and then it morphs into another. So if you look at this one, we've got face. So the sound we're making is A. A. Can you hear there's 2 sounds in there? A. And it tightens to that E sound. So the final sound you should have there is E, just like fleece. So we've got A, face, 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 face. So we're speeding up the transition a little bit, but you can still hear both of those sounds. Face, face. Lovely. Next up, another diphthong, we have O. O, just like the letter O. We start on and we close it to an oo. So it goes O, O. Can you hear I'm starting on an I'm starting completely neutral, closing it to an oo. O, O. So if we try to make this word, we're going to go goat, 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 goat. When you speed it up, it sounds effortless. Goat, goat. It's such a subtle little shift. Goat, goat. But it's there. Next up, we have I, just like the letter I or your I. So we say price. So again, the final sound is an E, I, price, price. Stunning, stunning. Then we've got oi, oi, oi. In Britain, we love to say oi. If someone's doing something annoying, or if you want to get someone's attention and you do want to do it in a rude way, you say oi, oi. And that's the sound we're doing here. So I want to see that shape. Oi, oi, oi. All these are ending on that E sound. Oi, oi, oi. And we say choice, choice, choice. Can you see that movement? This accent is so flexible. It requires a lot of movement of the mouth. Choice, choice. So you almost have to go forward and back. Choice, choice, and bring it back to there. Then I want you to imagine you've been hit and you go, ow, 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 that hurt. And we're going to say mouth, mouth, ow, mouth. Starts wide and it goes, ow, mow, ow, ow, mouth, 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 near. So the final sound is completely neutral. It's just near, 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 near. And actually, these sometimes can give you a good clue. So let's just cut to the end actually, and let's look at this one. So this is that schwa that I was talking to you about. So a schwa is a completely neutral sound. So it's completely neutral and it goes nothing, You see that? Nothing. So we go letter, letter, Do you hear that ending? It's nothing. Letter, letter, letter. Now if we go back up to the top of the list, do you remember with this one I said sometimes we do a schwa with this. So modern received pronunciation would be strut, strut, open it up. But a lot of people just do a schwa now, they just go strut, strut. Strut, strut, strut. So it's completely up to you. No one is going to care if you say strut or if you say strut. No one will care. It's completely up to you. So if you look at the symbol, it's like an upside down E. Upside down E. So if you look at here, upside down E. And the first one is that I sound from all the way up here. So those are the two sounds you need to make. You need to go I and then but you need to make them seamless. You have to go ear, ear, same as like your ear, my ear. So we say near, near, near. Get it up into the nose, near, and then just drop it away, drop it away. The final sound is completely neutral, near. Same with this one. Although this time we end on a schwa, but the first one is more like dress. So we go air, air. So smile it out, air, and drop it away. Air, air, air. It's like you start with this lovely smiley sound and then you just throw it away. Air, air. Everything drops away. Square, square, square. It's tough. Those are probably the hardest ones. And then finally, we've got an interesting one. So accents always evolve, right? They're always changing. Now, with received pronunciation, technically we would say cure, cure. Can you see I'm doing that sound from all the way up here? I'm going foot, because look, same symbol. And then I'm ending it on a schwa. Cure, cure, cure. Really weird. But a lot of people now are just using that sound, which if we go up, doopity doopity doo, is this one. Or. So we go cure, cure. It's completely up to you. If you want to say cure, cure, fine. If you want to say cure, cure, fine. You know, we have so many variations of accents that even if you wanted to sound like a perfect native speaker, that's still fine. I say cure. That would be my natural instinct. My natural instinct would be to say cure. I would say schedule instead of schedule. I would say bath instead of bath. But guess what? I'm still a real native speaker with a real accent. So there are some variations. You don't have to follow exactly to the T what the books say. As long as it's a sound that people in this country make, It's fine. You will sound like a British person. That might be controversial. I know I will have probably comments saying, oh my goodness, if you're going to teach English, make sure you teach it correctly, blah, 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 blah. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to read the whole list. So I will read it and then I'll give you a chance to repeat after me. So we'll do it 2 times each, okay? So I'll say, you repeat, I say it, you repeat. Then for the 3rd time, we'll just do the sound on its own. So it'll go like kit, kit, I. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. So starting from the top, we've got kit, kit, I, dress, dress, strut, strut, foot, foot, goose, goose, ooh, fleece, fleece, nurse, nurse, trap, trap, start, start, lot, lot, thought, thought, or, face, face, goat, goat, price, price, choice, choice, mouth, mouth, ow, near, near, ear, square, square, air, cure, 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 or, letter, letter, Well done! Good job, well done. So take that away, practice it, feel confident with it. Having confidence in the sounds is like 50% of the problem. As soon as you feel confident with what the individual sounds are and how to make them, you could just put them into different words. If you know exactly the sounds, you can say, oh, this word is the same sound as goat. I'll just put that sound in there. It's like doing a maths problem then. It's really, really easy. Well done, well done, well done. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. If you would like to follow us on Instagram, you can do so there. If you would like an English lesson with me or Bez, the link for that is down below. Make sure you become a member to get all of the amazing new perks, and I will see you next time. Ta-ta!